Look closely at your trash bin. What if I told you that inside is the secret to $1 million garden? Most people see waste, but today we are seeing masterpieces. Welcome back to Home and Garden Borneo. In this episode, we are pushing the limits of upcycling to create high-end, vintage-inspired garden decor using nothing but reclaimed materials. From glowing glass pathways to enchanted gazebos, these ideas are designed to transform your space while saving the planet. I've included timestamps in the description so you can jump to the projects that inspire you most. If an idea sparks your curiosity, let's talk in the comments. Before we dive in, please remember, to you, I might be just a face on a screen. But behind these videos is a real story and a real family. This content is a piece of my heart. When you subscribe, you aren't just following a channel. You are fueling a dream and giving a small family hope. Thank you for seeing me and for being here. Now, let's create something beautiful. One crystal glass bottle river path. Have you ever imagined walking on a crystal clear river that never dries up in your own garden? This is the Crystal Glass Bottle River Path project. A brilliant idea that transforms waste glass bottles into a truly eye-catching landscape feature. In the hot summer atmosphere of a vintage English backyard, the reflection of sunlight on the bottoms of these bottles creates the illusion of water flowing gently through blooming lavender and roses. The process is completely organic. Used glass bottles are collected, cleaned, and planted upside down following a natural, curved pattern. For a trendy touch, each bottle can be painted inside with bright, transparent colors. Imagine the contrast between the sapphire blue of the bottles and the red of the strawberries or raspberries vines along the sides of this path. This beauty is not just decoration. It's a statement that even waste can be transformed into a luxurious element with a creative touch. The scene is so realistic, it's as if you're standing there, breathing in the scent of wet earth and summer flowers. This technique is especially effective for adding structure to a vegetable garden or large backyard area, making it an eco-friendly yet visually appealing work of landscape art. Classy and professional. Two, Boho bamboo privacy screen. Privacy in backyards is often a challenge, but with a creative touch, a screen can become an artistic focal point. This Boho bamboo privacy screen is the answer for those seeking an exotic feel while still aligning with the elegant French garden theme. Using selected bamboo poles arranged asymmetrically or with modern geometric patterns, this structure provides a striking natural texture amidst the lushness of your summer garden. Imagine this bamboo screen standing majestically among lush vines bearing ripe fruit. To create a more vibrant and cheerful impression, each bamboo segment is accented with colorful paint that contrasts with the natural wood color. In front of it, A carpet of perennial flowers like lavender and roses creates a pleasing gradation of color. The advantages of bamboo are its durability and ease of modification into various creative shapes. When hit by the bright American summer sun, the shadows cast by this bamboo pattern will fall dramatically over the strawberry and raspberry fields below. This is more than just a fence, but an art installation that provides a sense of security and extraordinary visual beauty. This highly realistic look will making the viewer feel as if they can touch the smooth texture of bamboo and breathe in the fresh aroma of the surrounding seasonal vegetable garden. Three, hanging tire teacup planter. Transforming old, rugged tires into delicate garden art might seem like a challenge, but the hanging tire teacup planter proves that creativity has no bounds. This hero object takes the concept of upcycling to a whimsical level, blending the Alice in Wonderland aesthetic with a classic English vintage garden. Painted in high-gloss pastel tones like mint green and soft rose, these tires no longer look like rubber waste. They appear as giant, enchanted porcelain teacups floating amidst your greenery. Suspended from a sturdy branch, the teacup overflows with a cascade of colorful perennials and trailing vines. To make the visual even more captivating, we've integrated it into a backyard filled with life. Imagine the contrast of the painted tire against the deep reds of ripe cherries or the vibrant clusters of mulberries nearby. The use of professional cinematography techniques ensures that every detail, from the brushstrokes on the tire to the delicate veins of the flower petals, is captured with stunning realism. This setup doesn't just decorate a space. It tells a story of rebirth and imagination. As the summer sun hits the glossy finish, it creates a focal point that is both nostalgic and trend-setting, making it an irresistible visual for any garden enthusiast looking to turn trash into a breathtaking backyard masterpiece. Four, Enchanted Pallet Gazebo. The Enchanted Pallet Gazebo is a testament to how humble, discarded materials can be transformed into a luxurious sanctuary. In the world of garden DIY, wooden pallets are a goldmine, but this project takes it a step further by creating a full-scale architectural feature that rivals expensive pre-built structures. Nestled within a classic English vintage backyard, this gazebo serves as both a functional seating area and a stunning focal point that anchors the entire landscape design. The beauty of this hero object lies in its perfectly imperfect aesthetic. The raw, weathered texture of the pallets is contrasted with vibrant, hand-painted accents in Mediterranean blues and sunny yellows, making the structure pop against the deep greens of a summer garden. To elevate the visual appeal, the gazebo is draped in living curtains of wisteria and climbing grapes, with heavy clusters of fruit hanging just within reach. Imagine sitting here, surrounded by the scent of blooming perennials and the sight of a thriving vegetable patch nearby, featuring ripe tomatoes and crisp carrots. Captured through the lens of a high-end cinema camera, the gazebo looks incredibly lifelike, not like a staged set, but a lived-in, breathable part of a beautiful home. This is high-end upcycling at its finest, offering $1 million view built from nothing but imagination and reclaimed wood. Five, Mosaic plastic bottle vertical wall. Turning plastic waste into a breathtaking work of art is the ultimate goal of the Mosaic plastic bottle vertical wall. While most vertical gardens use standard felt pockets or wooden crates, this hero object uses the humble plastic bottle to create a high-definition mosaic that functions as a living tapestry. Each bottle is meticulously cleaned, cut, and painted in brilliant, weather-resistant hues, then arranged to form a stunning visual, perhaps a blooming sunflower or a geometric mandala, that can be seen from across the backyard. This project is perfectly suited for a spacious French garden setting, where symmetry and structure meet the wild beauty of nature. The glossy finish of the bottles creates a beautiful play of light during the American summer, mimicking the look of expensive ceramic or glass tiles. To add to the lushness, each tile in the mosaic serves as a home for trailing succulents or small seasonal herbs. Imagine this vibrant wall standing next to a patch of deep red raspberries and emerald green kale. The contrast is visually electrifying. By using professional-grade cinematography, we capture the realistic texture of the recycled materials, proving that eco-friendly gardening doesn't have to look cheap. It is a trend-setting installation that combines environmental consciousness with high-end aesthetic appeal, transforming a plain garden fence into a world-class gallery piece. Six, Rustic driftwood fountain. There is something deeply soul-soothing about the sound of trickling water, and the rustic driftwood fountain brings that serenity to your backyard with an artistic, upcycled twist. Instead of a standard store-bought tiered fountain, this hero object utilizes a large, sculptural piece of reclaimed driftwood or an old tree root as the primary conduit for water. In the heart of an English vintage garden, this fountain stands as a testament to the beauty found in nature's discarded elements, transformed into a high-end landscape feature that looks like it belongs in a professional botanical exhibit. To add a pop of Home and Garden Borneo flair, subtle accents of weather-resistant jewel-toned paints can be applied to the inner hollows of the wood, creating a surprising contrast when the water flows over them. The visual richness is enhanced by the surrounding environment. Imagine the fountain nestled among deep green ferns and a nearby patch of wild cultivated blackberries and mulberries, their dark fruits glistening in the summer sun. Captured with professional cinematography, the realism is striking. You can almost feel the coolness of the mist and the rough, aged texture of the wood. This isn't just a DIY project. It's a living sculpture that bridges the gap between rugged nature and refined garden design, making it a perfect trendsetter for viewers who crave a unique, high-end aesthetic on a budget. 7. Gabion Fire Pit Bench. The Gabion Fire Pit Bench is the perfect marriage of industrial chic and cozy garden tradition. In this project, we move away from expensive masonry and instead use wire cages, known as gabions, filled with a creative mix of upcycled materials. By using broken red bricks, leftover construction stones, and even some bricks painted in bold, vibrant colors, this bench becomes a striking architectural statement in any backyard. It's a design that feels incredibly modern yet fits perfectly within the lush, romantic setting of an English vintage garden during the height of summer. What makes this hero object a trendsetter is its raw, tactile beauty. Unlike a flat wall, the Gabion bench has incredible depth and texture that changes as the sun moves across the sky. To enhance the Home and Garden Borneo signature style, the bench is surrounded by a bounty of summer life. Imagine deep red raspberries and climbing goji berries growing just behind the seating area, providing a snack while you enjoy the warmth of the fire. The professional cinematography captures every detail. The slight rust on the wire, the dust on the stones, and the vibrant bloom of nearby perennials. This is not just a place to sit. It's a durable, eco-friendly installation that proves luxury can be built from the very scraps others throw away. It creates an inviting atmosphere that beckons viewers to reimagine their own outdoor spaces as high-end retreats. Eight. Floating succulent logs. In a world where garden space is often limited, the floating succulent logs offer a breathtaking vertical solution that defies gravity. This hero object takes fallen tree limbs, often seen as garden waste, and transforms them into elevated living sculptures. By hollowing out these rustic logs and suspending them with sturdy ropes, we create a multidimensional garden layer that adds a sense of magic to any English vintage or French garden setting. It is the perfect blend of rugged, raw nature and the delicate, geometric beauty of succulents. To give this project a unique Home and Garden Borneo signature, the logs themselves can be lightly charred for a dark, sophisticated finish or painted with vibrant, colorful tribal patterns that pop against the greenery. Imagine these logs swaying gently in the summer breeze, positioned in front of a sprawling trellis of ripening grapes or a patch of bright red goji berries. The contrast between the drought-resistant succulents and the lush, moisture-rich berry bushes creates a dynamic visual tension that is highly satisfying to watch. Captured with high-end cinematography, every detail, from the peeling bark of the log to the powdery farina on the succulent leaves, looks incredibly lifelike. This project is a true trendsetter, showing your audience how to utilize vertical space in a way that is both eco-friendly and undeniably high-end. Nine. Vintage bicycle flower sculpture. The vintage bicycle flower sculpture is a nostalgic masterpiece that brings a sense of movement and history to a stationary garden. This project breathes new life into a discarded piece of machinery, turning a rusty old cruiser into a vibrant living vehicle. By painting the frame in a bold, high-gloss turquoise or a sunny lemon yellow, the bicycle becomes an instant focal point that breaks the green monotony of a traditional backyard. It perfectly embodies the English vintage charm, looking as though a gardener just stepped away for a moment, leaving their flower-laden bike in the middle of a dreamscape. What sets this apart as a trendsetter is the integration of edible beauty. Imagine the bicycle's baskets filled not just with perennials, but with trailing strawberry runners and miniature raspberry canes, their fruits hanging like jewels over the painted metal. Positioned against a backdrop of a structured French garden, the soft, curved lines of the bike contrast beautifully with the straight edges of a boxwood hedge or a brick pathway. Through the lens of a professional cinema camera, the textures are palpable. You can see the slight chipping of the vintage paint and the delicate veins in the petals. This is high-end storytelling through upcycling, showing that with a little paint and a lot of flowers, a piece of trash can become the most photographed spot in your garden. Industrial Drum Grill Station. Who says outdoor cooking can't be both industrial and elegant? The Industrial Drum Grill Station is the ultimate trash-to-treasure project for the modern homeowner. By taking discarded steel oil drums and giving them a professional-grade makeover with matte charcoal heat-resistant paint and copper accents, we've created a kitchen centerpiece that looks like it belongs in a high-end design magazine. This hero object perfectly bridges the gap between rugged functionality and the refined aesthetics of a French garden. The magic of this station lies in the contrast of materials. The cold, hard steel of the drums is warmed by thick slabs of reclaimed hardwood used for the prep counters, creating a look that is both English vintage and modern industrial. To make the scene truly come alive, imagine this grill station nestled right next to a thriving kitchen garden. Ripe, red tomatoes and vibrant green bell peppers are just a reach away, ready to be grilled alongside freshly picked herbs like rosemary and thyme. The professional cinematography captures every detail, from the subtle texture of the hammered copper handles to the natural knots in the wood. This isn't just a barbecue. It's a trend-setting outdoor living suite that proves upcycling can be incredibly sophisticated. It invites your audience to see potential in the industrial waste around them, turning a backyard into a world-class culinary retreat. Bamboo Wind Chime Archway. The bamboo wind chime archway is more than just a garden structure. It is a multisensory experience that brings the Borneo soul into a classic Western landscape. This hero object serves as a majestic gateway, constructed from sturdy bamboo poles that have been treated to a high-gloss, weather-resistant finish. What makes this a trendsetter is the integration of sound and sight. Hundreds of hollow bamboo tubes hang from the crossbeam, creating a deep, melodic chime with every summer breeze. It's a project that combines the rustic charm of English vintage with an exotic, artistic flair. To make this visual pop, we've added intricate hand-painted details to each chime, vibrant splashes of tropical colors that contrast beautifully against the natural tan of the bamboo. Imagine walking through this archway as it frames a view of a sprawling French-style garden, with heavy clusters of ripening grapes and deep purple mulberries nearby. The professional cinematography captures the organic movement of the chimes and the way the summer sun filters through the bamboo structure, creating a play of light and shadow on the ground. This archway doesn't just define a path. It sets a mood of tranquility and high-end craftsmanship. It proves that with simple, sustainable materials like bamboo, you can create a world-class architectural feature that captivates both the eyes and the ears of your audience. Broken Pot Fairy Castle. The Broken Pot Fairy Castle is the ultimate trash-to-treasure masterpiece for anyone who loves the whimsical side of gardening. Instead of throwing away cracked or shattered terracotta pots, we use them as the primary architectural elements for a sprawling, miniature fortress. This project is a masterclass in detail and creativity, fitting perfectly within an English vintage garden where the line between nature and magic often blurs. By layering shards to create spiral staircases and using pot bottoms as sturdy turrets, you create a high-end focal point that invites viewers to look closer. To make this hero object a true trendsetter, we've added vibrant splashes of color. Each window and door of the castle is hand-painted in brilliant jewel tones, contrasting beautifully with the earthy orange of the clay. The castle isn't just a sculpture, it's a living ecosystem. Nestled between the towers are miniature succulents and creeping thyme, while the base is surrounded by a lush carpet of wild strawberries and tiny forests of goji berries. The professional cinematography captures the raw, gritty texture of the broken ceramic and the delicate shimmer of the glass shard moats. It looks incredibly lifelike, as if a tiny civilization has truly moved into your backyard. This is a perfect example of how imperfect materials can be curated into a world-class garden feature that sparks the imagination of every viewer. PVC Pipe Hydroponic Zen Garden. Who says industrial materials can't feel peaceful? The PVC Pipe Hydroponic Zen Garden takes one of the most common construction materials, the white PVC pipe, and transforms it into a high-tech, high-aesthetic food-growing machine. By painting the pipes with sophisticated faux-natural textures like aged bamboo or dark slate, we strip away the hardware store look and replace it with a Zen minimalist vibe that perfectly complements a structured French garden. This is where sustainability meets modern luxury. This hero object is a trendsetter because it solves the problem of space while looking like $1 million. Imagine vertical towers of lush, emerald green lettuce and aromatic basil, all fed by a silent, hidden water system. To add that signature Home and Garden Borneo pop, we've painted the pipe caps in vibrant, glossy colors that mimic the look of Mediterranean tiles. Positioned against a backdrop of an English vintage backyard, the contrast between the sleek hydroponic lines and the wild, blooming perennials is visually stunning. Through the professional lens, you can see the crispness of the water and the healthy, vibrant veins in every leaf. It's an ultra-realistic look at the future of gardening. Clean, efficient, and incredibly beautiful. This project proves that upcycling doesn't just mean rustic. It can be the height of sophisticated, modern garden design. "14. Stepping stones of glass mosaic." Walking through a garden should feel like a journey through an art gallery, and the stepping stones of glass mosaic make that a reality. This project elevates the simple concept of a garden path into a high-end landscape feature by using recycled concrete and discarded glass bottles or tiles. Each stone is a handcrafted canvas, featuring intricate mosaic designs that shimmer under the American summer sun. Whether set in a structured French garden or a whimsical English vintage backyard, these stones provide a permanent splash of color that never fades. The beauty of these hero objects lies in their durability and their jewel-like appearance. To give them a trend-setting edge, we use a mix of transparent and opaque glass, creating a sense of depth that draws the eye downward. Imagine these glowing mosaics nestled among a lush carpet of creeping herbs and a nearby patch of ripening raspberries. The professional cinematography captures the raw grit of the concrete against the polished smoothness of the glass, making the visual experience incredibly tactile and realistic. This isn't just a path. It's a functional installation that proves even the ground beneath our feet can be a source of luxury and inspiration. It's a perfect example of how upcycled doesn't have to mean rustic. It can be sophisticated, artistic, and truly world-class. "15. Upcycled window greenhouse." The upcycled window greenhouse is the crown jewel of sustainable garden architecture. By rescuing discarded wooden window frames from old homes and heritage buildings, we've created a structure that is both a functional growing space and a breathtaking piece of art. This project perfectly embodies the Home and Garden Borneo philosophy of giving new life to forgotten materials. In a spacious English vintage backyard, this greenhouse stands as a colorful, glass-walled sanctuary that captures the essence of a sun-soaked American summer. Each window frame is a piece of history, painted in a palette of vibrant, cheerful colors that make the structure pop against the deep greens of the garden. Unlike modern, sterile greenhouses, this upcycled version has character and soul. Inside, it serves as a nursery for delicate berry plants and seasonal vegetables, while outside, It is surrounded by the lush beauty of blooming perennials and climbing grapevines. The professional cinematography emphasizes the realistic textures, the peeling paint, the slight imperfections in the vintage glass, and the way the light filters through to touch the soil. Imagine this greenhouse positioned next to a thriving patch of mulberries and raspberries. It looks like a scene from a high-end lifestyle magazine. This is more than a DIY project. It is a trend-setting architectural statement that proves luxury and sustainability can live together in perfect harmony, creating a focal point that will leave your audience in awe. Building a beautiful garden doesn't require a big bank account. It only requires a big imagination. I hope these upcycled creations inspire you to look at waste through a brand new lens. Which of these projects are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments, and don't be afraid to ask for tips on how to get started. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to join our growing Borneo family. Every click helps us keep this dream alive. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next transformation. Happy gardening!